So I'm going to be, I've got the presentation and all that, so I'm going to stream on my thing. All right. So it's our software application development final project. And our project is, we wanted it for like the whole theme or whatever to be that of like a bakery, you know, like a small private bakery that sells like stuff that focuses more on vegan and vegetarian stuff, you know, one of those, because that stuff's kind of popular, like health food kind of stuff. So our project, of course, uses the MVC structure, models using controllers. The main model that we're using is our menu item, which consists of an ID, a name, description, price, number of calories, and then things that check if it's vegan or if it's vegetarian, and then finally an image stored in like an image path. That's basically what we focused all like the models and or the menu and all stuff about uses that model. We have a bunch of different views, as you can see here. I have a little screenshot of the views. They're sorted by basically what controller they're using. So we have a cart. We have a bunch of different ones in the home page that uses the home controller. And then finally we have ones that are focused more on the manipulation and viewing of menu items. We're going to go over that stuff in a bit. Then we have the controllers. We've got three main controllers. If you can see here, got like this adds, you know, the logic and the functionality to our like web page. So we got one for the cart that handles all the cart stuff. We have a home controller, more basic. It's mainly just for the web pages that don't do anything like complex with the database or anything. And then finally, the menu item controller. That's where a lot of the logic for anything that deals with manipulating the database, all like those CRUD operations kind of stuff. That's where all this is. Alrighty, Mark, if you want to take it over for the section.
Yes, thank you. We use CRUD operation to manipulate all the data between the website and database. Basically, we display our menu not just by adding it to the page, but by getting it from the database. Yeah, you can see the presentation of that.
Try to get that centered already.
Yep. So we have a create option, which you can add all the different menu item ID, name, description, price, number of calories, is vegan, vegetarian. Yeah, and it will add, so it works. We also have a read operation, which displaying this whole menu is, and we also have the search bar that if you actually type a word that has a name, it will actually show you just the items that have that name. We also have update. So if you push on edit, you can change the values of that particular listing, save it, and for if we change number of calories to 500, click save, you can see that it actually updated the values in the database. Yep, and then next one is delete. So if we press on delete, it will actually delete that item from the database. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
And Jeremy, you can take over for the 11.
So yes, we created a login registration page. So you can create the account, put whatever email you want, and then, create a password and then register, and it'll save onto the database. So we have certain requirements for the passwords. So they need to be like a specific like number of letters and capitals and other things like that. So there we register. Now we go into you'll get a confirmation email, and then you can log back in with the same credentials that you signed up with, and then you can access the website. So this is our homepage here, and as you can see, yeah, let's see. Can you go down to the next slide?
Yeah.
What do we got on there? Okay, so we'll just come back to this homepage. We
Well,
made,
you want to talk about the homepage, you can do it now. There's
yeah,
not
I'll
a
talk about the
specific
homepage
slide for
now.
it, but
So our business is called the Love and Oven. We created a logo and we used it there instead of just letters, like so it's a little bit more interactive. So this gives like a little briefing of our story in this div down here, just a little bit about our company, and then it has different buttons where it'll send you to different sections of our website. Like up here, it'll bring you to the menu, and then down here it'll bring you to our mission story of our bakery.
kind of a contact rate.
Yeah, so then we have our contact pages here. There's different ways you can reach us. We have our email, our phone, and you can also leave us a review on Google. So these buttons should send you to yeah, so let's see. Can you go to the mission page?
I think that's
So along with the button that we have on the homepage, you can also just go to our mission through here, through the navigation bar. And then, so go to locations, please. And this is our location. And I believe we use just the GPS API to create this map to show us where our business is at so that customers can get directions to our store. Yes, and let's see.
already.
All right.
And then from our menu page, you can click the buy now button and then add an item to your cart. So click this, add cakes. You can see it takes us to our cart page. It displays, the name, the image, the price, the quantity of each item. You can see the subtotal of the each item times its quantity. And there are these options over here. There's the option to remove it. So if I remove the item when there's only one quantity, it'll just remove it all there. I can also add additional. So if you want to like increase the quantity, you can do that. Also just remove it completely if you do that. If I want to just add a couple here, different kinds, just to show off the total. So that's that. Yep. It displays like the sum total of the subtotals here. There, and then yep. So that's for those parts. We go to the inner workings. Here we have all of our code and Visual Studios here. We've got like all our images, the CSS stuff, in the www root folder. So you can see we've got our controllers that goes through all the logic of our site, the data migrations and stuff from our database. Let's see if I can actually take a look at the database, show that off. Find it. Where is it? Here we go. Yep, this is our database. Has all the menu items. It also has the ones for all the login like system. Mark was worked mostly on the trying to get the roles thing, but we were trying to get the roles thing to work However, we couldn't really quite get it to function correctly. If you want to like view data, you can see that there's an administrator thing, like a role, but we just couldn't get it quite to function. Let's see other thing. Oh yeah, we also we do have it hosted on Azure, but we weren't able to fix the problems with the database, so that doesn't function. But we do have it. We tried to get it to work, but sadly we're unable to get it working with the database and hosted. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, so as Matthew mentioned, we were trying to get the roles to work, and we were able to get a user with administrative access, have all the roles, and so basically the database site was ready. We had it on a website, but for some reason, when you actually open it up, it didn't work. So that's definitely something we're gonna work on in the future semester.
I think that's pretty much it. What did I put? The tag. Here we go. Yep. I think that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So this is
Good
very
job,
nice.
guys.
So I actually, yeah, we'll clap for them. They did a great job. So, but before that, I want to hear from this great team that all the team are great. Okay, so they did a great job in working together on GitHub. So I really want to hear from them and want to share with us about their experience on working GitHub. So if you
Oh,
kindly
GitHub, okay.
share your experience, yeah.
It was kind of difficult to get used to it at first. I think once we got it integrated with the Visual Studio, worked a lot better. So here's our GitHub. It's good to get changes. Yeah, so I think just getting to understand and use GitHub was really helpful. Now that we kind of understand more how it works, how to use it, it's really useful. Just being able to keep your, code base up to date and functional. As you can see, there were some funky moments here, but we fixed all the incompatibilities and stuff, and then we kind of were able to get everything working better.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
that's
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's really awesome. Yeah, I really love that because in industry and everywhere you may need to work on GitHub or lots of the interviews. Some of the interviews I got, they just sent me a GitHub link, okay, and
Mhm.
told me that okay, work on that project and submit it in 1 week, okay. So they gave me 1 week to submit the final product of that, and then I need to work on the files. I need to download or work on the same file and everything, okay. And they also give me a database also associated with the GitHub and everything. So you may also see the same thing, okay. Some interviewer will give you some GitHub link and will say that okay, Jeremy or Alex, I really love to talk to you in the interview, but can you little bit show us your work? I am sending you a GitHub link and work on this project and submit it in a week, within a week, okay. So you need to work and then you submit your work. So
Mhm.
I mean, they want to see that how you code and everything, okay, how you understand working in a team or not. That's they want to
Yeah.
see. So I really love these guys because they did a great job in working with the team, and I know that Jeremy shared every time give me update that okay what is going on, and sometimes Jeremy while learning you will do mistake, right? So Jeremy
Yeah.
learned a very nice things, yeah. Please Jeremy, can you share please?
Yeah. So when I was working on here, I was like doing some editing and CSS stuff. And I ended up like using the git changes. I had ran into some issues where like something was holding it up, so I ended up like deleting it. But with deleting it, it deleted like all of my work that I hadn't like pushed through yet, which was like hours of work that I just did. So
Yeah.
I tried to recover it, but I wasn't able to recover it. So I ended up just having to restart everything. But that was definitely a lesson learned to make sure that you know what you're doing and not just
Exactly.
deleting things without really understanding what you're doing, and
Exactly.
pushing your changes through like sooner than later.
Exactly. So like the Jeremy said that yeah, you will never I mean do the same mistake again in the industry and as well. So see how we are learning, right? So thank you so much, and please join me. Okay. For congratulating them for their nice presentation also and their hard work on the project. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Good work, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Great
thank you.
job.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Good job.
Thank you
Good
so
job.
It's a nice presentation and great job. Thank you. I think that everyone is every group will be doing great because all are my loving students and they are. I know your your hard work and your the what is called the curiosity of learning and everything. Okay, so you the way that you showed in the classroom and everything, I really loved it. Okay, so next group is Kamal's group, right? Janice, Kamal,
Yeah.
and okay, awesome. Yeah, thank you.
So we have done a PowerPoint presentation here. It's gonna be on right, and this is a list of our team: me, Robbie, Dennis, and so we'll have a question and answer session at the end. So I'm gonna kind of go over through. This was images of our pages and what the page is about. But like it'll be nice to just expand on this one and just kind of go off of it. So this is our about us page, and we built our restaurant is it's a restaurant website that we built, and we have a gallery images of it's gonna load. It's gonna load.
No problem.
So these are the images of our restaurant's food and etc. And we did use the API for the location, and since we don't really have a true restaurant, so we put it on a Renton Technical College. And so this is our menu. Our menu consists breakfast, lunch, dinner, appetizer, drinks, and we were able to use database to retract these things from the database. So we can actually see when we click on it, and of course there's a prices here, and that we're able to add that and lunch and dinner, and of course we have all of this put in through using database. I have already logged in as a user. I can go ahead and let's say I want a breakfast. I want to get some coffee, and I can just click on details, and then I can actually add to the list. So I can choose the coffee, and then whatever amount I want, I can increase it or decrease it. I can just add, and then let's see what happened, and add to the cart. And so right away inside the cart, the count already starts. And if I want something else, I can do the same thing and add it to cart, and then the amount of the count changes in the cart, and I can click on the cart, and
Okay,
then
so,
this is what, yeah.
Oh, sorry for interrupting. One question. So, you said that you are logging on into with
Oh
the
yeah,
user.
this was, yeah, let me log out. I can log in. So I can log in as a user. I've already created the account, and that, that part, Dennis will get to the most of it. So as far as this, I can just log in, and then you cannot actually, if I log out, let me see, I can log out. I cannot order. I have to log in to order. So then if you were, if you did log in, you come to the website and you just say, oh, I like this coffee, and it's gonna have you go to the registration and you can register and you can log in, then you can purchase.
Okay.
And that way you can click on the card, and then actually this is where a lot of the CRUD application CRUD processes. So we can delete, add, add, subtract, and delete.
So Kamal, do you have this kind of details that the user can click on the details, and they can
Yeah.
have the details and everything. They can edit the details. So is for everyone the same, or it's like someone, or is the you as a user, you before
Yeah.
the presentation you created these things?
Yeah, well, the presentation is here. I can go over the presentation, but I don't understand what you're saying. So are you saying as a user,
I'm
you're
saying
able to
that,
do this?
yeah, I'm saying that, he's saying the details, right? So
Yeah.
every item you have,
Mhm.
and it said the details, and in
Yeah.
details they can edit it, but
Yes.
but
Oh,
yeah, if you go to
So
the
they
menu again.
edit only the card, not the menu.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't, yeah, not the menu. As a user, you can only, just if you want a coffee, then it's coffee. It just shows the item that you clicked on, the information. And if you want it, you add it to the cart. If you don't, you just go back. So
So,
to go back, it's gonna take you back to the menu.
oh, okay. So in
Yeah.
there, so subcategory hot or cold, he can choose anything, right?
Yes, yes. There is a
Yeah.
subcategory. You can, the person can choose, but you'll see that in a little bit. You'll see that.
Okay.
We will be able to show you with my team.
Okay, thank you so much.
So
Then-
yeah, so that's what we have. Of course, those things you can click on card, and then if you decided that you don't want, more, or you want more, you can add. It's gonna add more, and then it changes the price total here. And we haven't got to the order now yet, but definitely something that we're planning on working on. Yeah, and that's what we have so far. And Dennis, you can take it on from here.
Thank you, Izzy. And I think you forgot to mention about the session, because
Oh yeah.
for this user, go ahead. Probably want to touch on that, Izzy?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. So for this user that Izzy had, you saw before that he logged out and the cart was 0, but when he logged in again, the session was still on for the same user, so the cart still remained the same, and he can continue to log in. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and share my screen. Is that okay, Izzy?
Yeah, sure.
Just give me 1 second. So so this is our website that we have on Azure. So we were able to publish our website, and so this is our website without logging in. So Izzy took you through how our website looks. So my portion was to let you know about our login and the registration pages. So I can go ahead and register somebody in class right now. So I can go ahead and register Nasser. I can go and say, so you can leave those details. So I'll do admin 123 star, admin 123 star. So this is where we are registering a new user into our account, and then I register, say no thanks. So this is where we have registered a new user into our account, and he can go ahead and just do the same thing Izzy talked about ordering through different menus. So these are our individual menus, and this is where we show all our menus. And out of this, I want you to realize on this navigation bar how it looks, because we also have an admin privileges on our website. So I'm going to log out from the user, and I'm going to log in. Since we had already created an admin user, I'm going to go ahead and log in as admin. So as you can see, we have administration privileges.
this is where they are. And I know you previously asked a question about, creating our categories. So of course, from admin, this is where the user doesn't have privileges like this. So we had created our categories. So this is where we created our breakfast, lunch, dinner, appetizer, or drinks. So we can delete any of the categories that we have. So we also implemented CRUD on this. We can edit them, so you can call it breakfast 2 or something, update. So you see, so these are first categories on what exactly it is the customer wants to order. So, and this is where we are creating them, sorry. So we also had subcategories, hot, cold, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. So if you wanted to create a new category, we create a new one and we choose from the previous category that we wanted, like dinner. Already it's vegetarian, non-vegetarian. So I can add like a healthy category for dinner. So I can go ahead and create that. So, there it is, dinner. So we also have drinks, non-alcoholic, alcoholic, and so forth and so on. Appetizer, soup, and salad. We'll go ahead and create a menu item. So this is where we create our menu items, like what the customer is going to be eating. And so we can create new, we can, so we can choose an image. So that's what we usually do. Sorry, I'm going to go into and then my restaurant. So this is where we have our images. So I can say that he wants to eat, that's a burger and fries. So I'll go ahead and say fries. I can do a description. I can set the price. It's an expensive restaurant, so we can put that as $18. And then we can say that's dinner, and you can say it's healthy. So we just created that. We can go ahead and create it. So if we go to our dinner items, that's where we have that. It's already there, so the customer can order it. And then the last, we can go to users. So we have the users that we created. You can see they're already in the database, and we can lock and unlock. If somebody is not working with us anymore, so we can take them off, and we can go ahead and also add a new user, and we can identify where they can be working. So yeah, that is what I had for now. So I'm going to log out, and I think Rebi is going to take over from here.
Yes. I'm going to show the data and the code part. Yeah, we was able to host in the Azure, so we was able to connect to our database from the Azure. This is we using the server name was here from Azure. We copied. Yeah, this is the server name. We copy that, and we was able to log in. Let me log in, and we can access our website data. Connect. Yeah, it's connected. Let me show you. Yeah, this is our database and the tables. Let's see the users. Dennis register. Let's see the. Yeah, I think he registered us here.
Yeah.
The name is all the way here, I think, in the end. Yeah, it's over here. And our menu, you can see from the database. Yeah, I think Dennis add the last data. Let me put it up here. Yeah, this the burger. Yeah, this is a detail, and it was $18 price. Yeah, we can able to access it from the Azure database. And our code is here. It is a MVC project. We have area. In the area, we put all those admins, the customer area. We have the identity area, and our data is here. Menu, application DB context. It has a category, subcategory, menu, application user, shopping cart, and a detail header, but we didn't finish this part. We're gonna work on it. And if we go admin area, admin can create category. This admin area. So it's we create the role. So it's the manager can access this part. There is a menu controller. He can create menus, and the views all the CRUD operation. He can. That's the way we created the menu. Delete, detail, edit options here. For menu, it has here too. That was for category, for menu, for subcategory, for user. And the customer have the privilege only view, and they can add to the cart and delete. So in the customer, we have the controller. He can control the cart controller, where we did the pricing, menu item times price. We did the calculation on here, and the controller to view and to access to display the data. And yeah, all those if you go home, we have about us page, a detail page, a gallery page, and the index page, and all the shared file, we put them in the shared file folder down. Yeah, and that's all. Oh yeah, one thing I want to share is let me go. Are we able to, let me open the shared file. If you go layout, yeah, that's the way we do the, if the manager, he can able to see this drop down, the deal management bar. If it's customer, he can't see, because we use this logic. If it's user dot role is manager, he can access. He will be the admin, and he can create the menu, categories, subcategories. Otherwise, the rest, they can see the rest part of our website. And we use a session that's holding the count of our the cart count. Yeah, I think I'm done here.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
very nice. I really, you know, I had the opportunity to go through each of the breakout room when I was creating the breakout room, and I request you to work on in the breakout room to implement that concept into your project. So I'm used to go to this room, you know, Dennis and Kamal, and also Ravi's room. So I find that these students are very, you know what is called uh, have the keen, you know, interest to learn. Okay, learn more. Okay, so whatever in the classroom they want to learn beyond that. Okay, so I love that. I love the thing. So, and the way that they actually, you know, implemented some extra features, I really love that. The things that they implemented, that they can select the role of the employee and everything. Okay, and lock unlock of the employees if they left or something. Okay, so these are the things that really, you know, is mind-blowing. It's very nice. I really appreciate that. you know, it requires hard work. So the thing is that we are learning, right? We are learning software development. So previous group, they did a great job, and this group, they also did a great job. I mean, based on the concept and everything, how they implement the feature. I know how frustration is there when you implement some of the new concept and something is breaking. You implement a new concept, but something previously working, but now it is breaking. Okay, so that very nice from you, really. So I really love that, and thank you so much for nice presentation. Any question for this group? Anyone? I'm sorry that I forgot to ask you the same question for the previous group, but I think that you can ask if you have any question for this group, this team.
That was really in depth, guys. I'm really impressed how you were able to keep the sessions going and updating your inventory.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great job. Thank you.
So
guys.
thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a
thank you.
great job, guys.
Yes.
I'm glad that
Good job.
the previous group and you. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm loving very. And then I already told you that this video, this recording, I'm going to post on my there are previous sites. I mean, there are few sites I have. Okay, I have the BS application development site. Okay, on Canvas site. And also my tenure site and other site. So I'm going to upload this video. Okay, I'm loving it. I'm loving your presentation, the way that you showing your work. So that's great. Okay, so thank you so much. And now, which team want to present?
I think our team can go next.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Manny is gonna be our main presenter. She's gonna share her screen and then we're just gonna talk off that one.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome. I can see Brian.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah, both of the screens are working now.
Okay, yep. So just a little background. We were trying to create a bookstore. It's called CRW Bookstore. It's named after each of all of us, our last names, CRW.
Yep.
Next slide, please. So really the goal of this project was to create a functional online bookstore where customers can come and browse through an extensive inventory of books. And then they will also be able to create their own user accounts, register accounts, and then have a full end-to-end checkout process to order their books. This is a fully online thing, so there is no address, no storefront. Yeah, so if you go next slide. And like I said, the main functionality we're really trying to implement: customer accounts, a working book inventory with a database, a full checkout system, and a payment system. And we use the MVC project framework to design, including all the checkout stuff and the implementing of a database. So Manny, if you want to go ahead and walk through all the different pages we have.
Yeah.
This is our welcome page, the home page, like this. And let's go to the inventory. It's our catalog page. There's our book. We can go the shopping cart to add any books on our shopping cart, and then go back to the list and then add in the others. And there is there's the price and the total price. When we don't want one book, we can remove one book, and the price get deducted. And then when we go the continue shopping, we can select a new book to add on. Yeah, and when we want to check out, we click the checkout button and type our buyer's name. Okay, then we go the check out page 2, which is the shipping information, the customer, the address. And then we can have the option if we wanted the gift wrap, we can select this and complete the order and the and the back of the our manager will get the info of the book order, and then go back to the go to the register. There's our register page. When the new customer come to register, we can do a test. Oh yeah, the password are not much. Okay, when we go here, the register confirmation, if we didn't click the conform this button, the customer's database will not send to our data SQL Service database. Yeah, I have to click there to, and the SQL Service database will create a new column to new customers. And right now we can go there is the computer remember the register person, and we can log into the register page. Yeah,
so that's one of the examples of how our project implements CRUD. It actually creates the user information into the SQL Server, and then it reads it every time we try to log in. All right, so a little bit of our database structure without logging into the SQL database. We have a couple different tables to track book inventory, price information, author information, and then of course customer accounts. If you go to the next slide, we actually have you actually have the database up. Yeah, we actually
just some example images.
You want this one?
Yeah, yep. All right. See, so this is our actual SQL database. Here you can see our customer login information and their address information. We have that table, and we also have a couple book tables in there that stores all the book information. So when you go actually browse the inventory, the website is calling the SQL Server to get all the book information. Yeah, could you make the SQL just full screen? And just yep. Yeah, so I think, so that is actually our book inventory right here. Here's our data structure. The book ID is our primary key. And for our pictures, we're actually just putting in image URL, and then the website itself is populating the image.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it from the Yeah, let's go through the other slides.
Oh, it's the next table, which is the user accounts, which is their login.
Yep. Yep. So again, every time a user registers, it actually gets written into the SQL Server. And then that's how we store their log information later on when they try to log in.
So Magni actually inputted some of the information for this checkout of a customer. So where I can get that data?
Oh, you mean the thing that the new user that she just registered? It should be the bottom row.
Yeah, row
No,
number 7 should be the one she just created.
No, that's the
Yeah,
user,
test.
yeah, that's the user I can see. I'm asking about the things that when she was checking out, okay, and she was giving the address and card number and everything. So
That
where
is
I can.
currently
Oh.
stored in the session data, I believe. We don't have the functionality to store that data. That's why I was so impressed with the other team when they were able to update their inventory. So we didn't get to that point with our to implementation. That's actually planned for the next steps of the site, is to store a live inventory tracking per customer.
Awesome, but it is but when Magni mentioned that manager can check and check the card number and everything, and then approve the thing, approve the order, right? So so in that case, it can be checked from the application. I know that it is not saving in the database, but can I check in the application somehow?
No,
Like
not
order
yet.
history.
Oh, okay. So it is lost, I think.
We didn't create that page yet, so I think the next quarter we will do that.
Okay, no problem. No, I'm just just curious about that. It's totally fine, but yeah, thank you.
All right, I think moving on from the database, I think Brian can talk about some more of the code base and what more of the functionality we want to add later on.
Oh yeah, so well, one of the things that we mentioned earlier was having like a live tracking. So when you like log out, you can pick up from earlier sessions that you had. We also don't have like currently a way to do order history tracking. So if you order something, it does kind of get lost, as yeah, he mentioned. Other than that, we were hoping to do like a new design, have a new logo and everything. We were also looking at making a specifically like a mobile web version that you can use, like specifically designed for mobile and formatted for mobile. I'm not sure if you also saw, but we had templates in place for like the login. We could use like external services, so you can log in with your Gmail account if you ever have seen those before. Yeah, you just click in and log in with Gmail. So yeah, oh, and you can register with Gmail. So that's something else we were looking forward to too. Yep.
I see that, but I'm actually skeptical about that, because I think that if I log in with my Gmail and everything, they will get my information, okay, Gmail and everything. So that's why I always try to keep an account with them, okay, not to use my existing Gmail and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see that. Yeah, that option.
Yeah. And in this case, we were not able to host on Azure because we were having some issues with the Azure SQL, getting everything to work right. So that's something definitely I want to implement next iteration of this site. That's one of the really things I've been interested in since like day one when we learned how to host on Azure. So that was really cool. Unless you want us to go through the individual some of the code base, I think this is it for our presentation.
Yeah, I think that was everything, but
Can you show me your models and everything, the structure?
Yeah, this is our the structure of the bookstore. The area is the identify customers structure from work on here. And this is a controller for the shopping cart in the home page. Yeah, the inventory.
Could you
then
expand
this-
the models folder? Oh yeah, there's a data context as well for the books and the store.
Yeah, there's the models.
We created much more models than we were going to use because we went through a lot of iterations. We deleted like 3 repos like while building all this because we like trying a lot of different stuff in the beginning. There's a couple models we can get rid of, but the main model will be the book model, the cart model, the author model, and the customer model. Yeah, so if you could double click into the book model, actually, we can show that structure.
So you said the cart model is also working.
There's our book. Could you open cart model?
Yeah, I think that was the one that was working.
Oh, so cart model is, if I understand correctly, is not it that whatever you are, what is called putting it onto the cart for checkout. So is not it?
Yeah, so the cart is functioning as in like when we click add the cart, it will like get the item information from the database and then it will put into the actual cart. Like we have quality of 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got it. Yeah.
This is all the methods for that basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, we had like a bunch of other models that we didn't, well, they were outdated, so, but we kept them around just in case.
Yeah, this was one of the first times I actually got working with Git very hands-on. I use Azure DevOps for work, and it's basically Git, but I've never used GitHub too much. So that was a learning experience for all of us. Branch management was very important, so that we definitely learned a lot going through this process regarding branch management.
Yeah.
Working together as a team.
You said that you used DevOps.
Yeah, Azure DevOps Online is like Visual Studio. It's what we use at Microsoft. We don't use GitHub itself, but Azure DevOps.
You did some work on that?
No, for my repos, when I work on my code base at work, we use that as our code repository.
Oh, awesome. So put it on your resume as well, okay? Whenever you are, because it's people are looking for the the software engineer who really knows about DevOps and everything other than programming language as well. So that's very nice, awesome. So GitHub is also one of the nice thing to put on the resume. Awesome, that's very nice, interesting. So
everything was small.
yeah, awesome. So very nice. I really appreciate that. So about this group, what I can tell is that I really love that when they have a question and everything, they reach out to me and they clarify the things with me. So I really love that. And as other teams, like other teams, they're very hardworking and they did a great job as well. So nicely presented. Thank you so much. I'm just wondering if other group have or other teams have any question for them.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Any question?
Just want to
Mark.
say good job. That was a nice presentation, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. So
Can I ask a question?
yeah, please.
When you have Alex, you said you had models that you guys are not really using anymore. You created, and then we went through that same process too when we created, and it wasn't working, which we create a new one, and that way. So you kept it because you don't want any chance of it, like you don't want to take any chance of the website breaking, or
No, so the models are really when we were like building all our SQL database stuff and like that. Honestly, it's data hygiene at this point. We need to clean up the code base more than anything. That's what it really is.
Yeah.
Honestly, the functionality, I'm not really afraid of breaking anything right now because the website is actually very stable. As we tried to implement unit testing, but we weren't, our data isn't too strict at the moment. That's another thing I want to implement. Like I want like to validate card numbers and stuff like that, some functionality in the future. But as far as stress testing, this website is very flexible. So that's why we're not really afraid of breaking anything. We could pretty much delete a lot of stuff.
Nice, great job, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, I believe at one point one of the repositories wasn't working. Well, it was working at one point, and then something we did made it not work. So we kept it around just in case. And then we were able to update it. So, and then we could just clean it up.
Yeah, we have plenty of rollback versions because of this too. So
You never know when you just break something and what else you
For
can
sure,
break.
man. Yeah, I definitely don't want to take that chance. Thank you very much, guys.
Yep. Thanks.
Thank you.
Awesome. So every team, I am just instructing them that please submit your full application. Either way, if it is GitHub and a link and everything, and also your presentation, okay, PowerPoint presentation, and don't zip it. Don't zip the PowerPoint. Just leave it like the way that it is. Okay.
All right.
So so I will check your code. Okay. So it is not a good time now to check everything. So I'll check your code and everything, and then I'll be grading your final grade before the um, before the time that I need to put the final grade. So I'll do that, and thank you so much. It's a great presentation. Thank you. I appreciate
All right. Thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. It's everyone is working hard, so thank you so much. And to be honest, the thing is that you are doing, all of you are doing beyond my expectation. Okay, so that's very nice. I really appreciate that all of you tried to implement the concept, and you really wanted to learn. Okay, and you really wanted to implement these things. So I don't worry much if you break it, if if something is not working and everything. I don't worry much because you are learning. Okay, we are learning in the process of learning. So that's very nice. And so I'm not sure that any one of you have implemented testing and everything, or any team testing.
just stress testing, but not unit testing specifically.
Oh, okay. That's totally fine. But I have the things that I want. I have the functionality like controllers, models, and views. So these are the MVC main components, right? So you have it. So again, I will go through the code and everything, and then final grades depends on your submission and everything. So thank you so much for the presentation. So who will go next? Which team? I think that one team left, right?
Is that us? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We will go. Yeah. I'll share my
Awesome.
screen.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, share.
Are you able to see now?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, cool. Do you want to see me too, or just turn off?
Yes, you can see. Yeah.
So our team is a small team. Me and Casa, we built this coffee shop website, which is called the Mac Coffee. It's not like a Mac Coffee, but Mac Coffee with a K. The name is after me, my last name Munir, and Lowell Casa. Yeah, this is on the way. Let me put it somewhere. Okay.
I love
So-
coffee. Hopefully, you will see me in your coffee shop maybe.
Yeah, one day. You can start from here by saying book table, and you just email us and let us know when you want to be here, and your name and email. Subject, just reserve some table, and your message, how many people you are, and then submit.
I think John, the name John, who have named John, he will be very offended if you show me.
John
I see
Smith.
John, right? John.
Oh yeah, sorry,
No,
typo.
he's good. I'm just kidding. His name, I think that somebody have named Zhon also. So
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah.
So this is the homepage.
You're
And
showing me on a presentation, or you're showing me in a real world application on the
This
browser?
is the application.
This is the application, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have a presentation or not?
We will make, hopefully.
We don't have
Sorry.
PowerPoint right now.
Sorry, you will make it?
Yeah,
Or
we
you
didn't.
have?
We don't have PowerPoint right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We,
So
yeah, we'll.
make sure that you will submit it, right? With
Okay.
admin submission.
Yeah, sorry, this was not a fancy one. We're 2 people, not a big group.
No,
But
it's totally fine.
yeah, for the next class, maybe you could add someone with us.
Yeah.
Then we go to the home. This is the home page, and we go to the about. Navigate through the about page. This is the about section. From here, you can, after the about section, you go to the menu. What we have on the menu, here, a bunch of different varieties of copies here, as you can see. Then we can, for example, add this on the cart, and then go to checkout, or if you want to add some more stuff or add the same thing, you can add more, kind of increase, and this is the price for that. And then we go, if you want to add, for example, this Cuban coffee or Cuban shot, you can add this one too. And from here we go, continue shopping. It's gonna take us back to the menu, and we go to the checkout. So we use a PayPal API. So when you click on the PayPal, it's gonna bring this PayPal page here, database from PayPal database. Then we say, yeah, log in with our PayPal account here, or pay with a debit card or credit card if you want to. Then you can choose this, and you implement the, you input your information here, for example, or just put a random number. If it's more than hold on. And then we go to here, 1224. So this is not a value, it's supposed to be my real card number, I guess, yeah.
My side
You
is
can use the
frozen.
debit card.
The screen is frozen.
You can use the debit card, Ahmed.
You mean
Yeah,
my
I think-
actual debit card?
No, I think that you can skip this.
Yeah, I
know
can
that what is
skip,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Then you
You
can
can,
see
uh,
create
some-
account who pay as a guest. Yeah, I will go and check you out. Or you can, I guess you want me to use this, you can use this here. If you don't have a PayPal, you can use this form to fill it out and go to the, and check out your items. Then, sorry, in your, so because I entered the wrong credit card, that's why. So that's pretty much it for me. I will hand it over to my partner, and I'll be listening.
Let me share my screen. So Mohammed was showing you this one. He didn't finish about the. So basically, what we did was like we added this menu to the model, product model, and like it's getting the data from the product model, and like we didn't have like where we only have to like edit the database bar manually to get this product, and let me show you the code after that. But yeah, he was showing you about like where we can go to a checkout and add stuff. We just add. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can hide the. I think that you can hide the card number and everything. If
Oh,
it is
it's
the,
okay. So
you can use the dummy
yeah.
number. Okay,
And
just
after
to
that,
demonstrate.
once it verifies your card, it'll like send you an email with a thank you for your payment. And yeah, and we have an about page that tells us about the coffee, and we have some people who work here. We have a manager, administrator, and when we need to go contact to the website, it will lead us to the contact page, and we can send email through here to figure out our name, email, and the subject. And if we want to reserve a table, we can send an email here. And we have a Google API also that we integrated with a random MKA cafe. And let me go to the code after this. So this is
So if you go again the browser again, please. Can you
okay.
go to the browser again?
Sure.
Yeah. What the moon signifies here?
This the moon was actually signifies like the page should have turned black and white when it's nighttime,
Like a
but
night mode, yeah.
like a night mode.
Awesome. So you implement
But
that as well. Also.
yeah, but we
Awesome.
couldn't able to turn it because the bootstrap was not able like to like locate the file. That's why.
Okay, very good.
So this is our controller. We have cart controller, checkout, and home controller. The home controller is about the home page, contact, menu, and about. And we have the item model. Can you see it? And so we have the item model here, and we have different kind of views. And
Okay,
we actually
can
use
you
the two layouts. Yeah.
can you go to the item model in real quick?
Item model. Okay.
So what's the difference between item and products?
So the product and the item is like the product gets the product from the product model. This is the menu that I showed you recently, and the item is getting the product. The item is like getting the products from the product model.
So anything is saving in the database or it is just hard coded? I see the hard coded things.
It's hard coded.
So nothing is saving into the database, right?
Yeah, nothing is saving to a database.
Okay. And so you don't have any database, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't have a database. We thought like it's just a menu, so that like when we need to update it, we want to go to our code and just update it. But in the future, we want to create a database that lists us the menu.
You could at least give it a try, because if it is breaking, that just understanding we will understand. But you could
Yeah.
give it a try to use the database, internal or external, any database.
Actually, we did it. We have it separately, but we didn't implement it here. It's like
Oh.
we did it through the assignments. We wanted to do honestly, but we couldn't. Like
Our code keeps breaking, and we just
Yeah.
want to implement a hard coded.
we try.
Okay.
I can show it to you in the future, but it's not a fancy one. This one, as I told you.
Okay, so can you go to the that part that you showed me, the
Wait.
card, in integrating the card, PayPal, right? You integrated the PayPal, right?
Yes, yeah, I did.
can-
Yeah, I did.
Mhm.
It's on the checkout page. So we created a sandbox account on the PayPal,
Mhm.
and they gave us a developer ID, and from that,
Oh, awesome! You did it. Okay, awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So we get the developer ID and we put it here. Once we get the payment, it will like process to our account.
Mhm.
Once we made the payment, and this is the PayPal method, the PayPal code that we use script. We actually got it from the PayPal website.
So
And
okay, so
we have yeah. Go ahead.
sorry for interrupting. Yeah, so I'm just wondering. So the things that you're doing
Mhm.
here is just you have the PayPal dummy or testing account, right? Not the actual payment gateway, right?
Uh, this is the tasting account, but like, just the ID is the real account.
So the order that you give is
Yeah.
not gone through, right? It's not gone through.
It goes through the PayPal account.
It goes through.
Yeah.
So
Like
it's
you
already. I
charge
mean, take the-
$19 to yourself?
Oh, yeah. To the no, it's not charging right now, but like
I think if
It's
it's
not charging
sandbox,
right.
it's not gonna charge you
It's
as a
sandbox.
test, I think.
Unbox
Sorry,
the
Ravi?
track. Yeah.
Ravi,
Oh,
what
it's
you
not
said?
charging you. It's not charging us
If you
amount
use
per job.
his sandbox account, the PayPal,
Mhm.
they give just a test
Yeah.
That's a,
account. They
and
can
it
use
will
for
expire.
that
Yeah,
purpose,
it doesn't. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
testing
yeah,
account.
that's what I'm asking. That I know I already checked that out all. So they will give you for testing, right? Testing purposes. So it is not the
Yeah.
actual payment gateway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
awesome. Okay.
And for the checkout and the cart, we have them separately. We created a different layout for them because some of the home about contact homepage and menu used a different layout. So for that, we created a different layout for that one also. So we have a second layout for this, the cart and the checkout purpose only. And this code will redirect us like from home for homepage, about and index contact.
And
Mhm.
where is from where you selected the template?
Which
Where you
template?
get the template? The application template that you are showing me. So this template you are getting it uh, from somewhere where, or you developed it from scratch.
Oh, we took some template from another websites
Mhm.
and we added to them, but some parts we use a Adobe Dreamweaver, if you heard about it.
Okay, so can you go to the application and show me that which portion you did with the Adobe Dreamweaver?
Adobe Dreamweaver. Okay.
Mhm. Which portion you edited?
Okay.
I think that you need to run it because you're going to show me on the browser, right?
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, the question was like, which part of the templates you did?
Yeah. Which part you did with the Adobe Dreamweaver?
Oh, with the Adobe Dreamweaver, we were able to create the menu, the about page, this page that you guys see, and we did this the layer, the top layout, the header,
Mhm.
and we created the logo also with the
Mhm.
and also we created the name, email, subject, the
form.
the form, the form, the semi box. We use that to create those, and we also went to the Google website and like try to embed a map from that, and also we also created a YouTube iframe.
Is there
We
any
get
MK Eats?
Mhm.
Just wondering. Okay, so in the Google Map, why it is showing MK Eats? It is not showing MAK
which one?
coffee. The Google
The contact.
directions.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, MK Eats. I don't know. Why.
Oh, we used a random website on the Seattle that's similar to our name. That's why.
Mhm.
So
Oh, that's okay.
yeah, we just went to Google Map and we just looked for MK and just find the nearest MK restaurant, and we use this one. That's why.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, that's why. Maybe. Yeah.
Just implement the map. Yeah.
Just we can also send an email to get a new feedback from our website. We can.
So
send
where
it.
the email is going? If it is working, I mean, if I you know give some email and everything, so where it is going and storing? Can I see that as
Okay.
administrator?
Yeah, sure. Mm,
Is there anywhere it is storing or?
yeah. Let me share it. Okay. The story is this one. Just sending
Oh,
it
okay.
from
Your
my email.
email. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Your personal name. It is going to your personal email.
Yeah, my personal email.
So it is going. I mean, you tested. It is going there, right? You are
I
receiving
haven't
email.
checked it. I haven't checked it, but let me check it.
It opens up Outlook, I believe, or Google account.
Okay,
No,
and
it's not.
another thing I need to ask, it doesn't gone through, right?
Yeah, it's not going.
Okay, and another thing I need to ask that do you have any core identity framework, right? What is called the login page and everything?
So last time Mohammed presented a login page on the last presentation. So for that, we decided to take that one out. But
So you don't have it now, right?
Mohammed have
We
it.
I have it. We think that at the start we thought that we needed, and then we later on decide that this is a small website. I mean, don't need it to log in, and we take it off.
Oh, okay. No, actually, to be honest, you did a great job. But my actually, when I will be going to grade you, okay, I will be checking the concept wise. Okay, so like core identity done, database used done, um, model view controller done. So this kind of check mark I have
Mhm.
to grade you. Okay, so I'm just
Okay.
wondering that if you have something like that, just add it little bit before submitting the final
Okay.
submission. Okay,
Yeah, we do
yeah,
have
just
that
add.
one also.
Yeah,
We can send it.
if something is breaking, that's okay, but if you show me that you
Mhm.
tried or you know how to do
Making
that,
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, so
for sure
yeah,
we'll send it.
you understand what I mean, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Awesome. So any question for this team? I think that I am done. Any question?
No, good job, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job,
Thanks for your
guys.
patience.
Good
Awesome.
work.
Yeah, okay.
I
Good
like the
presentation.
interface a lot.
I very nice. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Mark, you have question?
Oh no, I just said it's a good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes. In the two students are working here, and they pretty much good work they build. And I think that before final submission and everything, check that you have your internal database, and also login. This kind of concept is there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
also wanted to say that you did a really good job on design. I like how all the colors look together. After trying it, I know it's actually hard to make it look like an actual good website.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
that,
that took a lot of time.
Yeah, I
if
love
you
it. It
guys
looks like an
wanna
actual website. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
use
Thank you.
Adobe
Yeah.
Dreamweaver, that would make your life easier.
We try to make it like in the future. Yeah, we had lots of shortcomings. Thanks.
yeah, no problem. That's very nice. I really appreciate that. But the thing is that what Mark said, I really appreciate the work you have already presented. Very nice job.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I request all of you don't focus much on the designing. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, focus on the concept. So see, Alex, their group actually, simple concept, but the design is very simple, very it's not like something unique and everything, but they have everything there. So every concept is there. So that's very nice, right? So simple design and everything, but you have everything for the user. So that's and some of the group all also have a balance of feature and also the design, like Ravi's team have the balance of design part as well, and also the concept wise. So
Yeah, I like that.
you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you have time, you can do that. But otherwise, just make it simple, make it simple design, but make sure that you have all the concept. Okay, so like that, you tried all the concept. Yeah.
from what I've seen, yeah, we focused on the user interface rather than the backend.
We
how the
took
page look at.
we took a step out. Yeah, because we wanted to, be able to run it, but that's I guess a
No
shortcoming
problem.
because
No
we
problem at
wanted.
all.
Yeah, we will put it back.
Yeah, no problem
The
at all. Why
concept.
I am
Yep.
requesting you, Ahmad, why I am requesting you and Liul, because these things you will be working on that in the second portion of this course. Okay, so software application development 1, and we have software application development 2. So that is little bit advanced of this one. Okay, so the concept we will be discussing that advance of this one. So if you have a um, understanding of this course, then the next course will be very easy for you. Okay, you understand what I mean, right? So
Yeah,
please,
making sense.
awesome. So thank you so much. Other than that, I really loved all of your presentation. It's a great thing. Nice one. I really loved your presentation and everything. Okay, so